Okay, welcome back, guys. It's been a while. It's been a while for me, anyway. I have been working my butt off. I actually, I actually just kind of went crazy, and I started doing a whole bunch of stuff, several hours worth of gameplay, and I just didn't. Uh, there's hours of gameplay between what I did and now, between when you last saw me and now. Um, So I'm not going to include it all. It was all me going and getting sand and doing a few other things. I am going to show you the cool stuff I did, but I'm not going to include all of it. I just can't. I couldn't record that much because literally you have no idea how much sand I got, so that I could do all of that up there. And it's a lot. We're going to go look at that here in a minute. First, though, you might you're going to probably see it in the video. I made the snowflake pendant. Now, I've already gone over how you use the runic altar and what you do. You just look at your recipe, throw the items on here, fill it with mana, and oh my god! What in the world is going on here? Is there a node down there that I don't know about? I need to... Good lord. Anyway, that's terrible. What the heck, man? We're gonna We're gonna cleanse this, and we're gonna cleanse it hardcore. Sorry, we got distracted. Anyway, you put your stuff on here. You make your runes that you need, which this took a rune of winter and a rune of water, which wasn't hard to make. I had one left over. I made a rod of the seas. I'll show you that one as well. You already know the rod of the lands and the rod of the skies. So let's go see what this snowflake pendant does. Let me put it on. Okay, wearing it, and let's get out of here. You can see some of what I did. Oh, I jumped way too soon. All right, so I have the snowflake pendant on, and look at that. I'm Iceman. I can run across the ocean. I can double run with the sojourners on even, and I'm still no problems. Oh, that's the first time that's happened. I'll be honest with you. That is the first time that has happened. Maybe I shouldn't double run. I can just single run, which is really fast. The only reason why I think I'm staying on it is because the Sojourners lets me jump over single holes. So I'm just jumping over all the single holes as the ice forms around me. And it quickly goes away. And it uses mana to do that, but hey, no problems. Now up here. Okay, so I flattened out that whole level down there. It's close enough, it should be close enough, I think, that I can put stability items down there. The candles, the heads, and the crystal clusters. Then I built this up here, and somehow somehow I didn't space it right when I built it. I don't know. I'm too wide one way and far the other. I don't know. But I got it straightened out here. I put the glass down here. This is that clear glass that I stained red. I had those poppies, and I ended up bone mealing and making a few more, getting a few more. But this is from the just the poppies, making red dye, and I put this in the middle. So right here, this is where the runic matrix will be. Well, up here, but and then we'll have we have the altar here, and then we'll have the things around it, and then we'll put altars out that way. Now I put this red circle here because eight eight blocks is the max that a altar can be from the runic matrix. Okay, so I can go that far out. I don't need to though. And then our mana essence jars can go up to 12 out, but I didn't bother marking that because I'll probably just put them either on this line or just beyond it. One of the two. Probably beyond it. I'll probably put it out here. Okay. So we've got the pieces, and oh, there's some of my mana glass. That's what we're standing on. That's what this kind of purplish, cloudy, cloud-colored glass is. This is mana glass, and you just take regular glass that you get out of a furnace, and you dump it in your mana pool, and it really doesn't take very much mana, and it will make mana glass. It really doesn't take very much, but it's if you're using Botania, this is how you get see-through clear glass, and you can do all the things. You can make a pane with it and all that stuff. And some magic items that you make in Botania require this, but like I said, it's real cheap, real cheap. Um, so we're gonna try to do this. So I need that. I need that. Just give me one of these. Yeah, give me one of those. We're going to need the runic matrix and the arcane stone blocks. Now let's see if I can remember how to do this. I believe what we do. Let me move stuff out of my bar here. I'm going to need that too. All right, so what we do is we put down the bricks. There they are in the corners. I don't know if I can do this because I haven't unlocked it in the Thaumanomicon. Put these arcane stone blocks on top. Put one of if I can find it, one of those there, and then we've got to put the runic matrix on top, and that's what we're going to use the mana glass just to get our space right. Oh no, that didn't work. All right, we'll do it off of here, and then put our runic matrix here. And now I've got that glass there, and I don't want to break it. Another thing I created is this vitreous pickaxe. It is made, we'll just look it up. It is made with 2 pieces of glass, a mana steel, and 2 twigs, living wood twigs. So you get 2 pieces of glass, a piece of mana steel, and 2 living twigs. And what it does is it works like silk touch for glass. Only glass, but for glass. And I think either it doesn't have any durability at all, I can't be sure, or it's healing itself from this, just like the mana steel armor does. Okay, and then the last step is we're supposed to get our wand out and right click this thing, and if this works, it's not working. It's not working, so either I did it wrong or I have to research it first. So, oh wait, I got to focus on it. Maybe that's the problem. Nope. All right, so I don't know what I did wrong there, but this is where we're going to have it when we get to it, and we'll go from there. Let's see. Heading down. Okay. Now, next thing I did, like I said, I did a bunch, running around doing stuff. I started in between pouring glass and waiting for it to smelt and everything else. I started breaking this. And I'm probably going to clean all the rest of it out and leave this block here and see if this works. See if it should still work. The node is what is radiating the pure energy, which then will clean up the ground. But when I can get this out of the way, I might get a sapling. Haven't yet, but maybe we'll get lucky and we'll get a sapling out of this. No guarantees at all. Oh, I'm still wearing my I can take this off. There we go. And then that should maybe it makes ice permanent. We'll have to experiment with that. If you take it off while standing next to the ice, maybe that ice stays there. I don't know. We'll experiment with that some. Or maybe I wasn't far enough away. But I've done all these discoveries. All these things. Oops, I didn't have quite enough room. We don't need that for the moment. Okay, so let's look at a research table. We'll toss the first one in alumentum. It's real simple. Potentia to ignis. I did ordo, instrumentum, tellum, ignis is the way I went. Okay, and then let's pop this down here. And is this elementum? Elementum. Boom. Okay. Then we need our Thaumanomicon. And we'll go to our blinky bit. Alumentum. This substance throbs with fiery energy and is more than eager to release that energy at the slightest bump. It may be unstable, but it would probably make a good source of fuel. It is probably not a good idea to throw it against a solid surface unless you enjoy explosions. Now, yeah, okay, but there is, there's what, 3 ignis, 3 perditio, 3 potentia, and a piece of coal, and you get alumentum, and it can be a good source of fuel. All right, so but also it explodes. And there is a flower that generates mana by absorbing explosions. So that might be a way that we could, make mana is by making elementum. I don't know. It's really effective and it makes a lot. At least when you use TNT, it makes a lot. Okay, next one we got here, one focus excavation. This is the digging one focus. It was complex. There was like holes over here and stuff. All right, so but you can see how I did it if you want to pause the video, take a look, or like I said, you can always use that website that I have down below. All right, excavation. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to assemble that thing, but evidently not. So turn your wand into a tool capable of moving vast amounts of earth and stone with little effort. Simply point it at what you want to excavate and the magic does the rest. Tougher materials take longer to mine, and anything other than earth, stone, or similar materials will take much longer to mine. So there you go. It'll dig basically anything. I don't know if it will take ores and stuff out. It takes longer. It does burn Viz using it, but you need an emerald, which we have, earth shards, and nether quartz. We could make one of these if we wanted to. It uses what, 0.15 tera per tick, whatever that is, a second, I suppose, is my guess. All right, next. I just really want to get through all this here in this episode. Oh my gosh, that was Nitor. It was a real simple one. Only had two pieces. I don't remember. I'm sorry, guys. I did it again. That's all right. That's an easy one. Oh wait, that was one focus equal trade. It might have been harder, but use that website. It'll solve your problems. Use this focus to trade dozens of blocks in the world with some that you're carrying. So I told you about this. It requires quicksilver. We'd have to make the balance shards, but we could make this if we wanted to. And like I said, you put a block down, like one of these. You have a bunch more of them in your inventory, and then you come over here and you right click on whatever blocks you want to replace, and it will take those blocks out of the world and replace them with the ones that you have in your inventory. Okay. What's next? Magic tallow. All right, magic tallow. This one's real simple. Corpus to Breacantatio, Mortus Perditio Vidium. That's what I did. And this is how we make the candles, I believe, or is the first step to making those candles. There we go. See, it unlocked something else. Awesome. We'll get that here in a second. Rendered fat with a touch of magic. By process of heating flesh in a crucible, you can create a mystical tallow suitable for many arcane uses. Tallow can be used to craft candles. It is possible to craft different colored candles by combining a candle with a dye and an arcane workbench. So it costs what? What is that? Does it say two? Two Praecantatio? And then you just put two of these together with a piece of string, and you get three candles. So that's gonna probably be the easiest way we have, if I can get some more rotten flesh, of uh, stabilizing yawn item up there. If I can figure out what I did wrong, I might have those blocks upside down. It might be the bricks on top and the blocks on bottom. I don't know. We'll figure it out, or I'll figure it out and come back. Wither infusion. Let's see. I'll show you that one. This one is rather complex. Just really, I think it was Praken or Tenebrae to here, which is Infernus to, was it Perditio? Yeah, to Perditio to, what is this? Exanimus. So you can put all this together like that. And this is another infusion one. I'm waiting for the infusion stuff to unlock, but it really hasn't. So lack of nether strongholds normally means summoning withers hard. That being said, ambient magic will allow you to take a skeleton skull, two stone sword blades, blocks of coal, obsidian, and nether brick, and you can infuse it together to make a wither skull. Wither skeleton skull. It takes a bunch of stuff. Oh wow. While I'm in here real quick. Oh, what the heck? Where is that? What do I need? Vacuous and Potentia. I only have one Potentia. Alright. Because I just want to go ahead and get alchemical duplication. You never have too much of a good thing. Let's see what this says. Many substances in the world that are alchemical in nature. By carefully adding the proper aspects to these substances, you should be able to make more of them. So gunpowder, we can duplicate with ignis and perdicio. Slime, clay, glowstone, yeah, ink sacs. So we can duplicate some items. All right. Entropic processing. Let's see what this is. Bottled taint, liquid death. Oh my gosh. While creating magical and mundane substances is quite satisfying, sometimes you just want to break things down into their component parts. What is simpler than adding entropic energy to things? Oh, you can make like cracked stone bricks. You can throw a bone in here and get 4 bone meal instead of the 2 or 3 that you normally get. Uh, what's progress without some risks, you know? Bottled taint. Okay, so that's another research thing that we'll have to do is forbidden knowledge. I think I have that one in here. Let's see, what do we got? Nitor. Let's do Nitor. I want to see what that unlocks. This is Nitor's Lux to Ignis. And this is Eider, I think. Yeah, Ira. Tellum and Ignis. Okay. Nitor. We already know what this is. It's a flame fueled by magic itself. It can produce heat. It could prove to be a steady source of energy. It can also be placed in the world to act as a magical light source. And here's how you would normally make it: glowstone, ignis, lux, and potentia. We found all the ones that we have. Essentia distillation. This is where I needed to get. This is how we're going to get our essentia, which I need to learn. What's the last one I got? Node stabilizer. I might have missed one. Wow. Aurum to Ordo to Potentia. Take a look at that real quick. Okay. Node stabilizer. This one. Basically, I'm not going to read all this, but basically it makes it will stabilize a node so that it prevents it from draining viz from other nodes or being drained in turn, and it prevents unstable nodes from losing their viz if it's unstable, and has a tiny chance of eventually removing the unstable, and lastly has a very, very small chance of turning fading nodes into pale nodes. Fading nodes are losing viz, pale nodes slowly recharge. However, just having this thing means that it reduces the speed that it recharges. It halves it. Okay, so you want to keep that in mind, and you can switch it off with a redstone signal if you want to. Theoretically, I think you could capture and hold a hungry node if you really wanted to try to do that. We would need a lot of stuff here. What do I need? 9 Orums, 6 Breakantatio, and 6 Potentia. Alright. Oh boy, we need a bunch of everything. We need some vacuous. Nine Aurum. We're just burning through it, aren't we? That's alright. That's what this is for. What else do we need? And I have to have 6 Potentia. Okay. And this is just a better version of it. It takes a lot more power. It really has a stronger chance of... Alright, so if you have it on here, it can drain from smaller nodes. But the node has to be smaller than it. Also, it has a higher chance to improve unstable and fading nodes, and it costs a lot more power. It's not going to drain any viz from it, but it will not recharge basically at all. And this is how you arcane infuse. You put a node stabilizer here, and you put all this around. Okay, and that's what it costs. All right, so we've got a few more things that have opened up here. I'm going to keep digging through this. Still waiting for something to show me how to do the infusion or allow me to do the infusion. I gotta go look and see what I did wrong and see if we can figure it out. But we'll go here. Maybe this unlocks it. I thought there was an infusion tab, which I'm not seeing, which makes me a little nervous now that we've come this far, because I'm afraid that I won't be able to. I won't be able to make this work at all because we broke them, and we might have to try to find another one somewhere. I don't know. I don't know if there is another one. But I'm going to look into it, try to figure it out, and we will be back here next episode. I'm probably going to bust out some more research real fast. I need to take a look at this book and see what all we need to do, what we have left to do. Is this the guy? Yeah, this is our... I'm going to go through this stuff and see if we can get to... he wants a furnace and a limbic. Oh, I made an extra one of these, so he can have that. There we go. And then he wants a crucible too. But next episode, we're gonna go and I'm gonna try to figure out what I did wrong upstairs. Figure out if why it's not working, and just kind of work on it. It is tricky, evidently, to get it to work. People have done it a lot of times, I guess, or sometimes have trouble with it. But we're gonna. There we go. Oh, blew that up, didn't I? All right, we'll turn that into him. See what he wants next. Oh, I got to do this first, so we're gonna do that research next. I'm probably just gonna go and start doing the research off camera, all of it, just simply because, and doing the discoveries too. I may point out try to point out what I've learned, but we've kind of reached a point here where I've given you the basics on what to do and how to do it. So, and you've got those websites down below to help you out to get all this done. And so I'm going to leave it there and then just keep. Oh, wow, we've got some new stuff opened up in here. But I'm going to leave it there, and then we'll just keep working on this, trying to get this all unlocked. I want to get that infusion going because that's how we're going to make our weapons. That's how we're going to make the Totem of Dawn. That's how we're going to make... is it in here? No, it's not in here. Oh, we got Arcane Levitator, Infernal Furnace. I'm thinking we're getting there now. I'll just keep... I'm just going to research all this stuff. I might show it on camera, but I'd rather just get it all done, and it's taking a long time to do. Glowing Amber. Sure. Nitor and Amber. You can make a glowing block of amber. You can make a glowing amber bricks by doing it in that formation. Yeah. Okay, well that's not bad. I might make some of that. But we're going to keep going. I will see you guys all next time here, next episode. It'll be episode 30. As a matter of fact, I'm going to try to make a bunch of advances here before we go. I may not record it all and put it up in the corner because I've kind of reached this point in this playthrough so far that what I'm doing is it has just taken a huge amount of time to kind of get to a point that might be interesting. You've seen me do basically everything else, but when we do interesting things, I'm going to film it, and if there wasn't a whole lot in between, I will add it on here. If you guys really want to see that stuff, see me do everything and try to stick it up in the corners, or maybe even just have a episode of just a sped up real fast episode, me talking over it a little bit to kind of go over what I did. Let me know, put it in the comments or something. But right now I think I'm going to do a little bit of the sped up stuff, but for the most part we're just going to blaze through. I want to get some advances done. We kind of come to a standstill waiting on me to do these things. So we're going to do that. And you know, guys, it's all. Oh gosh, hi. How am I doing? This is really hard to navigate. We should try to. Here's a challenge play for you. Play Blightfall in this particular view the whole way through. Play Blightfall this way. I don't know if you can do it. I couldn't do it. I'd give up. But we'll see you guys next time. Be safe. Remember, just because a gun looks unloaded doesn't mean it is.